Hello, and welcome to Vacation Station, hosted by Lisa and Nancy, editors of BigBlendMagazines.com.
Hey everyone, welcome to Big Blend Radio. Today we are in the living room of Tiffany's Bed and Breakfast in Bismarck, Arkansas. Now, Bismarck is a small community. It is only, 15 minutes outside of Hot Springs? Mm-hmm. So you're right outside of National Park.
Right.
Right. We got Tiffany and Bob back on the show. They've both been on the show, I don't know how many times over the years, but this is our fourth time back here at the B&B, staying here. And first things first, this is very important. You guys spoiled the heck out of us. I think we put more pounds on. I think we drank more wine than we normally did. Or is that impossible? I think that's it.
Yeah, that was on your own. We had nothing to do with that.
Oh, look at her face.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, but let's talk about the banana bread with pumpkin.
Pumpkin banana bread.
That was really good.
Good.
Now, is that something you serve your guests? I know the
Of
answer.
course.
It's good. It's good. Bob, the brownies, what do you put in those brownies? Because, you left that dish for us. And somehow...
Just a little secret recipe, that's all.
I don't know, but I smile each time I have a slice. And I just kept taking little slivers, little tiny pits.
Uh-huh.
And I'm happy.
You can see them right on her hips.
No, stop it. Now let's get on to you, Nancy.
They're always moist, and normally, and
every
just
guest...
you have to just talk to them and give them a little love and care, and they usually turn out. Everybody just seems to like them.
And when you check in, you get your own pan.
Everybody wants their own brownies.
Of course.
And you even have refrigerators in the room, which I think is really cool. Mm-hmm. That is nice.
It is. It's so convenient.
Especially for chilling wine.
There you go.
We've got three. Listen, I want people to really know that this is a special place. Nancy and I have done so many bed and breakfast interviews and stayed in so many I think over 30 over the last 20 years. 3 years, over 30 B&Bs. And it's something really special. A lot of bed and breakfasts are historic and they're preserving history. Some are natural like yours, but you also have history here. The history here is going to be obviously Native American culture, right? Even in the forest, right? You've got over 62 acres here, Bob.
Right.
Some of the trees are bent, and I was trying to talk about this. We recorded a show, and I was trying to explain the bent trees here. Can one of you explain that about the trees?
Well, there's history that the Caddo Indians were mainly the ones that were here.
The Caddos, okay.
Yeah, and there's actually... legend has it there's a on the way to the mine actually there's a Indian burial ground with artifacts in it, and of course it's bad voodoo to try to dig it up, and you want to just leave it the way it is. And,
the trees were supposedly either to point to water or a burial ground.
Because they bent the trees. They they knew how to bend the trees to show direction.
And supposedly that tree was pointing to something.
And you have them on this property.
Mm-hmm.
We do.
Cool.
And you do have water. It's very interesting because you've got hiking trails. Mm-hmm. One goes to now the mine.
We have 3 creeks too.
Because one is like when you go. I don't know which direction that is, but that one trail
northeast probably
is like a whole different ecosystem and climate. Yeah. It's drier than by the creeks, and it's more pine-ridden.
And the creeks are most of them around here are spring-fed, so the water is real pure, and you can drink out of it, and I have no problem with that because the water is so clean.
And I could hear it rushing. Mm-hmm. Well, you've had some rain this season, right? So you can hear
and the more rain you have, the louder the creeks get, like little rivers almost.
So the mine, you mentioned that, and that's what really Bismarck was put on the map because of the mine. I mean, obviously, like we were saying, the indigenous people are here first, right?
It's been there long before a lot of these people that have settled here, I'm sure. and they, like I said, they ored copper, lead, silver, found a vein of gold, and I've Tiffany bought me a panning kit, which I usually do in the winter only, and I found some bits and pieces of gold and silver actually.
Cool.
Wow, I know it because you have the rights, so people can actually see that you have the mine rights here, and you've got the forest, and then also like you've got this amazing garden, and that's to me one of the highlights. Staying here is it's a log cabin style house, you'd say, and so you got 3 rooms. The Ouachita, did I say that?
Ouachita.
Ouachita. I know. It was we were driving here. Nancy's saying we're going to the Ouachita. The Ouachita, and that's a forest. It's also a lake. There's Lake Hamilton, which is where we had dinner tonight, overlooking the sunset on the water. It was beautiful. That was fun. We had a good time.
That was
And so sunset dinners, that's awesome, right? And then DeGray, which is it DeGray Lake DeGray? Now I always get muddled.
DeGray Lake.
DeGray Lake, which is the first time we came here and stayed here, we went there, and that's where we saw the bald eagles.
Yeah.
And you guys said, you go there, look at this one area, and you may see them, and we did.
Supposedly, Lake DeGray is one of the cleanest lakes left in the United States as well.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Oh no.
And Lake Ouachita.
Really?
Ouachita and DeGray, and I've had our water checked. It's like 98% pure.
Wow.
So I have no problem drinking the water here.
No, and you can't. I mean, that's this country's water.
Yeah.
In fact, we just recorded an interview today here while we were here, and we were talking about water and lakes and things, and I'm like, people should go to their lakes and get involved about the water and have that connection in their community and check about their water.
They don't need to keep building around lakes because that's what destroys them.
Yeah.
So you've got so much and this is a natural state.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And your state parks are free, which is another beautiful thing about here.
And they're nice. And
they're beautiful.
Well taken care of.
Even your rest areas,
Even
which you
our
know,
rest
Nancy,
areas.
right?
Yes, it's true.
No, and you guys have amazing parks out here.
beautiful
And,
state. It really
Hot Springs, let's talk about parks. Let's talk about water. Hot Springs, they say, was like the first national park, truly.
Yes.
But it didn't, like, something happened in the legislation or whatever, but now it is Spa City. Is that what it's called? It's
also known as
America's Spa City. So people can go in the bathhouses. The first time we came, because it was during COVID, we couldn't. But is that what a lot of people go hiking, or are they going to the spas?
Both.
Yeah. Well, it's not really it is a spa, right? The bathhouse is like
Yeah, they are. You can get massages and facials and
Don't look
all
at me
kinds
when
of
you
stuff.
say facial. Nancy would say, "Can you put her in there to get her eyebrows pulled?"
But no, a lot
I'll
of
leave
people
my eyebrows.
a lot of people like to hike the trails and then they'll come back and then they'll relax in the baths or get a massage. So
Or
it's kind of
you'd be like Nancy and I, and we went to Superior Brewing.
there you go.
It is
Have a
Superior.
beer.
Yep.
That's a spa right there.
That's a spa, and it's really in a bathhouse, which is really cool. I mean, if you want to take a bath, give me beer. I had a great beer tonight. That was good. You have a few breweries around here, too.
We do. Yeah. Superior Bathhouse Brewery is the only brewery in a national park, and they are the only one in the world to brew their beer with the thermal water.
See, that's cool.
That's
cool.
important. That's important. And Hot Springs itself is a cool town. I know it's a city, but it's a town to me. And you're surrounded by nature. And then where you guys are, you wouldn't even think a city is down the road.
Right.
No,
You know?
this is so sweet.
On the way to dinner
Awesome.
tonight, we're like, seeing horses and their little babies. And it's just, it's no matter where you're coming from, this is a beautiful drive in, for sure. It's a beautiful drive to Hot Springs. And then you get here, you've got this log cabin style, the 3 bedrooms, Bob's brownies, your banana pumpkin bread. Let's talk about
so
breakfast.
You mean breakfast at Tiffany's?
Yes. Let's go back to this because you were in the hospitality industry for 20 years? And then you said, hey, I want to open a B&B.
Pretty
Okay.
much.
Yeah. Was it the property that led you to? I know that you're into hospitality, and once you're in that, you're in it, Because like Nancy and I were saying, you guys have spoiled us rotten. Brownies, banana bread,
And we like it.
fun times. And then you've got Buddy, the little puppy. We got the 2 kittens, but they don't go in your rooms, everyone, though we would like them to come hang out in our rooms. They won't let you, because, we were working here, too, and you've got good Wi-Fi. So if you want to work remotely during the week, come here.
A lot of people do that.
But yeah, what led
Beautiful porch to sit on.
Oh my God, with all the birds, we watched
So
pileated
many
woodpeckers
birds.
today, indigo buntings, bluebirds, cardinals, hummingbirds,
But that the
barred owls.
pileated or
Pileated.
pileated, however you go say it.
Pileated?
Pileated woodpecker.
Pileated, she's got it.
Pileated.
Whatever Tiffany
That's
says.
what I thought. You're the one with the pileated.
I'm the one
I got
messing
the
you up.
pileated
Who's got the
woodpecker.
pileated? You got the pileated. Uh-oh.
Pileated.
So what led you to open the B&B?
Really, it was something I had always kind of wanted to do, but when we found this property, that was kind of the thing that made us pull the trigger.
What's it like doing this versus a hotel?
Oh, so much better.
Oh, she likes
I
it.
think it's way more personal.
Well, you've been doing this
It's-
17
Yeah.
years?
More
she says?
relaxed.
That's a long time. And it's hard work because it's the 2 of you doing everything, right? So, yeah, it's a lot of work. The rooms, the breakfast, the upkeep of this property, the gardens, Bob. Your gardens are beautiful. All the
really
Japanese
are right now.
maples, all the flowers. But yeah, running a B&B, is it more of an intimate experience for everyone?
Oh, yeah. Much more personalized. You really get to know the guests more than in a hotel. And it's a whole different atmosphere.
It is. I mean, it's very relaxed. Like in a hotel, you hear doors opening and closing, sometimes
All
being
time.
slammed all night
Shenanigans
long.
happening behind those
Yeah,
doors.
and then you keep looking out the window to check on your car.
Yeah, you don't
Well,
have to worry about
because
your car out here.
No, here you just come in and you go to your room
And
and
relax.
you relax.
Or you sit on the patio, you come out here, you can watch TV, you can play music with Bob,
Yeah.
But I love the patio, the porch out there.
the porch is
Tonight, the
beautiful.
stars are, to me, it's amazing because you've got all this forested land. And Arkansas is hot in the summer, and I think we've always seen you in the heat, in the summer heat. But your property is so much cooler. I mean, obviously there's the humidity, right? But I think it's all the tree shade you have. You're cooler than most places. I
Well,
think.
the house is not really ever really hot because we do, we have a lot of forests all the way around us, and it does help with cooling the house, and it always feels pretty comfortable in here.
Yeah, because the rooms are upstairs, so you always think, oh, you're gonna fry up there, but it's not true.
It's
And
comfy.
it's cool, and it's so quiet at night. And you have everyone; they have AC, so don't worry. I just gotta put that note in there. Hey, listen, we're travelers and we go through all kinds of things, but there's AC and it's quiet. Quiet rooms. Because that's the thing. You come in, you think, okay, we're gonna be out in the country. They're gonna have one of those air conditioners in the room. No, you have peace and quiet at night. I fall asleep here, and I have a hard time sleeping.
Yeah.
Because my brain goes
I think I've
like
slept
those air
longer
conditioners.
hours here than anywhere.
Yeah, it's so quiet, and you just wake up in the morning and there's birds and coffee, really good coffee. But the stars. So one thing I want to ask you is 4 seasons. So we've been here in the summer, and I love it. So I know everybody's like, oh, hot, hot, hot. I love it, but what are the other seasons like for people to plan and understand? Because I've got to think that spring is gorgeous here.
Spring is absolutely gorgeous. Everything's starting to turn green.
Come to life.
Typically, it's a little wetter, so the creeks are running pretty well during the spring.
It's cooler. It's not real hot, and it's comfortable. And because everything's coming to life, so it's beautiful. And which is one of my favorite times of the year. That in the fall, and in the fall, everything starts turning color. And I planted many Japanese maples, which I grew myself, and they all have their own personality, and they all have a little bit different color, and you have to just come here and see them. And our fall, normally, our color doesn't change till late October, early November. So Just keep that in mind.
See, I don't think people realize Arkansas has fall colors.
Yeah.
You do here on the property, like you have the fall colors.
Oh, yes. But a lot later than...
So everybody, you could be at the end, so
Then
everybody
the
could be doing their leaf peeping up there.
Absolutely.
And if you
Start
think
and just work your way south.
Or if you missed it, come here.
Yep.
Later. Oh my gosh, so that's really cool to know.
Mm-hmm.
And so winter, what happens in winter?
Winter's very mild compared to northern states.
Compared to Wisconsin, where you're from, Bob?
Yeah, but sometimes I miss it. I do.
But you don't have to shovel snow here.
Right.
No. Well,
very
rarely, but it has snowed here, which
it's gonna be
is a
magical.
welcome to, because I do enjoy seeing it.
Yeah,
It's pretty.
And a lot of the plants you planted here for the garden. So he's got a horticulture background, right?
Right. Yes.
Okay. So do you, with Bob, isn't there a botanical garden here for people to go to?
Yeah,
nearby?
it's called. It's Garvan.
Garvan,
Woodland Gardens. It's actually a botanical and a woodland gardens.
Cool.
It's one of the very few in the country like it. There's not many gardens like it. And what was that? About 6 or 8, maybe.
Something like that.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I think people that are interested in plants and botany would, and obviously bird watchers would love it here.
Yeah.
But the botany side, like I started playing with my Seek app, my naturalist thing, and kind of started going, well, there's moss here, there's this mushroom there, and then I started getting a little crazy.
We probably got over 35 varieties of species of different trees here.
That's why you have the moths. Those big, we were seeing the Luna moth, my first Luna moth, and then we had the Imperial moth. I mean, that's really cool. That means you have a healthy, healthy land to have them.
Butterfly.
And they're so pretty.
You had the admirals, and then the spice bush one, I think they call it.
I believe so.
It's like a swallowtail.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Oh, and I saw a swallowtail.
And the monarch come through here as well.
And Arkansas is also known, and I don't know how to pronounce it right, the Diana fritillary.
Fritillary. It's a fritillary. Yeah.
The black one. Those are so pretty.
Maybe that's what I saw.
Those are so pretty.
It was really pretty. You guys have so much biodiversity. If you just sit on the patio, have a cup of iced tea or a wine like us, and just chill out. I mean, number one, you never want to go inside. It's just
and lightning bugs in the summer.
Oh my God!
There's always something.
I remember
to
the
see.
Yeah,
always.
Yeah,
always.
the fireflies.
And don't forget the animals. We are sort of a place where the deer can raise their young. They have food to eat. They have water. And they have shelter for their young.
You guys are a certified National Wildlife Federation habitat, like the certified wildlife habitat, which we've done a number of shows with
that. Yes, we are.
The National Wildlife Federation. They've been on our shows. I don't know how many times? David Mizejewski and
they're a very good organization.
It's really cool because it gets people. And what I love about bed and breakfast doing it, and I always want businesses to do it, is it shows people like what you can do in your backyard too. You can be a steward and. We interviewed a professor, Doug Tellamy, and he's like what we can do with what we can do for nature, and he also does a lot with the National Wildlife Federation. But now he's getting kids create your own national park in your backyard. This is a homegrown national park, so that kids can watch and see the critters and watch the birds. Like the very first time we came here, I think it just was one of those most memorable moments on our Love Your Parks tour, and it wasn't in a park, even though you're next to one. And you are a park. That's what I was saying about bed and breakfast.
This is like
we watched the barred owls teaching their young how to hunt. Cool. Remember how to hunt those fireflies.
How many people in the world can say they've seen that?
Yeah, and we just sat on your patio, and we did it the next night. And the next night, we're at Hot Springs. We got to get back. The barred owl time. It's barred owl time, And then we weren't even sure about what owl it was, but we all figured it out, right? I sent it to David Mizejewski. I'm like, let me send it to him. He'll know. But that's the thing. It's I think that's the special thing about bed and breakfast is preserving history and also land. But you get to be interpreters of this, and that people do it through not being told what to do, but to experience it and enjoy and take some time to just.
Actually, look around.
Yeah, breathe.
And we also just Tiffany and I just seen last few weeks a red fox with a what they call a kit, which is the babies.
Yeah.
And she, I don't know how many she has, but she has at least 2, and she's been running around here as well.
Oh, man. I saw their poopies, and I didn't get to see them, but I thought I heard them.
Yeah.
I thought I heard them.
You probably did.
People don't realize that when a fox makes noise, a call, they sound like a screaming woman. Mm-hmm. And they do.
I just thought it was Nancy. Come in! Get inside!
So.
No, but it's really rewarding to have guests come check in and, we've just been overwhelmed with life and stress and day-to-day living.
Get past the baggage.
And they sit on the porch for a few minutes and they're just automatically chilled out. And by the end of the weekend or the end of their stay, they're just ready to face it again. Are
you seeing more people coming in? Mr. Kitten wants to come up. But are you seeing more midweek people?
A lot of midweek people, yeah. Because a lot of people now are working from home, or just
and you have the internet for it.
Have internet or have computer will travel.
It's amazing because you have internet out in the middle of nowhere, and you're really not out in the middle of nowhere. You just feel like it. Mm-hmm. You know, you've got 60 acres with hiking trails.
Yes,
you could come here and almost you go get some food and then that's it. You could just hang out here.
Walk off the food without a little hike.
Well, the brownies. Listen, I need to do a lot more hiking after the amount of brownies that I've been eating and the banana bread. I'm serious. I'm not even a person who eats bananas, but I will eat her bread until the cows come home. And I'm starting to look like a cow, but it's okay. But let's go to the night sky. And next year's that big solar eclipse is coming, and I see that Arkansas is one of the destinations. Is that going to be a big deal for this area? Are you going to be able to see it?
We are. Yes, you will be able to see it. We are in the path of totality, so you'll be able to see the whole thing.
That sounds like a band name. The
path of totality.
Yeah,
cool. I like it.
I like that. So you're going to be on the path, so people can come check in here.
Yes,
and you've got the big garden that everyone can sit in with the chairs around the fire pit, but
even though we are surrounded by a forest here,
you can see the sky.
Our front yard has quite a bit of open space too. So last year on this April 8th we scouted out what position the sun will be in, so we know exactly where people can hang out.
Cool.
Watch.
So right there at the front, and those beautiful chairs out there on the fire pit, and you do allow so when you go in the the reservation area, which is really go have a cup of coffee, and hang out, and you have these big giant pokery things, the pitchfork things, where I just want to pick one up, and that's not a healthy thing for me to do.
They're not weapons.
They're not Lisa friendly, but for other people,
they're from roasting marshmallows.
But
there you go, Nancy.
But those are some big ones. I mean, how big are your marshmallows?
Hey, we're serious about our storms around here.
I'm just saying. I'm like,
that?
well, I've seen people do the little weenie roasty stick things, but what are those about? How big? I mean,
well, that's so you don't have to burn your arm hair off to roast your marshmallows.
Yes, Lisa.
Jumbo-sized
Comfortably
marshmallows.
keep
You have
away
jumbos
from the fire.
Okay, so
we have the
s'mores.
jumbos.
You have s'mores kits?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so are you okay? So we could do s'mores and the solar eclipse all at the same time.
We're gonna do a whole day long party.
Oh,
Cool.
Bob's gonna cue the music. I can hear it. Oh my gosh, I can hear all kinds.
Bob's gonna cook too.
Oh well, Bob's got a good. Bob can. Hey, listen, your breakfast burrito. Have you ever served the breakfast burritos?
Every once in a while, yeah.
Oh, they're good, man.
Yummy.
And then you got your orange. How do your croissants?
Croissants à l'orange.
Okay, everyone, listen. The link to that will be in the show notes, as is tiffany'sbedandbreakfast.com. Okay, but let's back up a little bit. Arkansas state parks are free, and isn't the Diamond one, but you have to pay for something there, right?
Crater of Diamonds, you do have to pay an admission fee to get into the diamond search field, yes.
Okay, but you can still go there and go, oh, this is pretty, but now you have a diamond package.
We do. It includes 2 tickets to the diamond mine and all the tools you need to hopefully find your own diamond.
So you go digging for diamonds.
Right. We give
Nancy,
you a
that
bucket.
does not mean my nose. Just kidding. Sorry. I'm sorry.
We give you a bucket, a shovel, sifting screens.
This sounds like something Nancy needs.
Does Nancy need to go play in the dirt?
Yes, I just said it's time for her to go in the sandbox. Put her in the sandbox.
Good. It's clean and healthy.
There you go.
But have people found diamonds? Like, really?
Oh, yes. They average about one a day, typically.
What?
And
a diamond?
A diamond.
So where does this
real
happen in
diamond.
the country? Like, where at State Park you can actually get...
This is the only one in North America.
This is like gambling.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking about this.
Except it doesn't cost you near as much as
the only
gambling.
diamond mine in the United States.
What? And it's a park and you can
That's
go
all
dig
it
for
is.
diamonds.
Lisa's nose.
Listen, I've been storing them for so long. But anyway, I digress. Oh, I use that word. But anyway.
So, and you get to keep anything you find at the diamond mine. So, if you find a 5-carat diamond, it's yours to take home.
I can guarantee I'm not getting that out of my nose. You have to go into a diamond field for that. So, but this area is called the Diamond Lakes region?
Right.
Okay. So everyone's giggling now. Stop looking at my nose. I know it looks like a pig nose, but it's fine. But listen, no.
We've got diamonds. We've got 4 lakes. And we also have, there's a huge deposit of crystals in this area too. So that's a big, there are, gosh, how many, Bob? Numerous crystal mines in our area.
Yeah, I've also found crystal on our property by the mine. We have all sorts of different stones and crystal quartz.
Well, actually, that's
I found
interesting.
some smoky quartz, which actually
beautiful.
is very kind of rare, and it's. I know the geologist told me that it's actually worth more than clear quartz.
Wow! One of the walks I took while we were here, I was like, "What is that white thing over there?" And then I was like, "Wow, that rock is like I've never seen it. It's like." It's clear. It's clear, but then it's not clear depending how you look at it. It's like is that the smoky one that you're talking about? Maybe like
could be.
It looks clear depending on the angle. Otherwise, it's really smoky.
Well, it looks like a little spaceship almost.
Oh well, there you go.
Yeah, and then the top portion, third of it, is smoky colored, and then the rest is kind of more clear as you go to the bottom. I found one on the walking trail that sits as you go up the stairs to the bedrooms. There's a ledge there.
Yeah,
I've
seen that.
Big hunk of quartz there as well, which is kind of cool.
I think your trails are cool, man, to go on.
And also found arrowheads here as well.
Yeah, I bet. Because you're a water source, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You're a water source, and so this is a magical place. So, any other events people should know about year round to really think about?
Oh gosh, yes. Hot Springs has events all year round. We have the world's shortest St. Patrick's Day parade. We have the oldest running documentary film festival in the world. 2 or 3 music festivals. Mountain biking trails.
Oh, Northwoods. They do a big fest. I think October, November they have a big event.
Yes.
And then what about also in regards to some of the event, like the attractions? I know you've got there's like mob history. There's all the murals, the baseball history. Mm-hmm. There's Tiny Town.
Tiny Town. It's a miniature railroad that this man has built by hand, used all kinds of incredible just everyday items, and he's created this whole
little miniature collection
virtual world with it. It's real fun. And we also have live horse racing from December through May.
So downtown Hot Springs, how many guests come in here with loads of things, like bags of... Because to me, it looks like a little shopping mecca for people.
Oh, yeah. There's lots of shopping.
That's what I thought. And
I just saw today we're getting a couple more.
Oh, really? And then the dining scene downtown, like Hot
Excellent
Springs, got to be good,
restaurants.
really good.
Excellent restaurants.
Well,
A lot
even
of
here in
independent
Bismarck, the local
restaurants.
pizza right here is real good.
It is.
I mean, so don't, like, if you don't want to drive anywhere and you just want to go get a burger or pizza, you can. Go to the lake, come back, you're going to be full at breakfast. You do not need lunch once you've had breakfast here. I'm just saying.
Or
you
we
don't.
can also make you we have a large charcuterie board that we can offer.
Oh, really?
So you really don't have to leave.
So what happens if someone wants to have like a romantic getaway? Do you do any kind of packages for that?
Absolutely. We have
Ooh.
a romance package with flowers and chocolates.
Extra
and
special
Extra special. And
brownies.
Extra special.
That's awesome. Do you ever get like moms and daughters coming here and saying, "Hey, we want to book out all 3 rooms," and that kind of like family?
Oh, yeah. Families. We have a girlfriend's getaway that includes tickets to Garvan Woodland Gardens and a day at the spa.
Oh, awesome.
So
A little bit of everything. So everyone,
a little bit of everything. Something for
Tiffany's
everyone.
bedandbreakfast.com. Really, when you go to a bed and breakfast, it is immersive. It's wonderful. And you can be as private as you want as well. I want people to understand that too with a
Definitely.
bed and breakfast. If
Only
you just,
3 rooms, so there's never a crowd.
and it's quiet.
Mm-hmm.
It's just peaceful. You will feel better. You will sleep really well.
Mm-hmm.
And there's Buddy the dog, which you could hear us all kind of talking to Buddy and the kittens here.
Buddy's cool.
Buddy's cool. You're going to want to take Buddy for a walk like I do. We love the Buddy. So thank you both for, hanging out with us. But I know you got more here.
Can I give you a little more details on the eclipse?
Yeah.
So
I didn't know there was more.
Happening April 8th, 2024. It will be the last North American eclipse until 2045. So
this is the
you gotta catch it now.
This is the final countdown.
This is
Some of
it.
us won't be here.
That's right.
Holy cow. So do it now.
That's right. Because we are in the path of totality, we will have almost 2.5 hours of the full eclipse.
Oh, cool.
But the total eclipse, the time of darkness, is going to be over 3.5 minutes, which is really long, as we understand.
And at that point, no s'moring. Because you want to have the...
No, we're going to do the s'mores afterwards.
Yeah.
So,
That'll be in the dark.
that morning we will have a special eclipse-themed breakfast. And then around noonish, we're going to have an eclipse-themed picnic outside. And we will have cosmic dogs and a sunshine cake.
What's a cosmic dog?
Oh.
Are we going George
You're
Clinton?
going to have to be here. No.
That's Atomic Dog.
It just kind of looks like
Atomic Dog.
kind of looks like a rocket. But we'll have Milky Ways and moon pies and
You're going to have moon pies?
a solar salad.
What's in a solar salad?
I can't tell you. You're gonna have to come find out.
Oh, she's like, here, that's it.
It's Sunday.
So anyway, we'll have a picnic lunch for all of our guests. The eclipse starts at 12:30, and it will end at 3:10. During the eclipse, all of our guests will get a picnic blanket to sit out in the yard with during our exclusive eclipse party. Only our guests.
This is the
will be
perfect
here.
weather to do this, too. I was
It's
just
beautiful.
thinking.
It's April. It's going to be gorgeous.
Perfect.
Absolutely. We've also got Hot Springs has made a commemorative eclipse poster, so every room will get their own poster. And then after, we'll have fun stuff to do during the eclipse also. But then after the eclipse that night, we'll have s'mores and drinks down at the fire pit.
Cool.
So we'll just, like I said, have a full day
Sounds
of
awesome.
having fun. And we encourage everybody. We're going to require 3-night stay. You're going to want to do that, number one, because there is so much more to do in Hot Springs than just see the eclipse on the one day. But also help you avoid traffic jams, because they tell us that right after the eclipse, traffic's going to be crazy. So you just want to stay and hang out and Why get stressed out?
Relax.
Yeah, relax. Don't be in the traffic. It sucks
Exactly.
because especially like
Be like Bud.
as Nancy and I travel the country, listen, too much road construction right now, which we like because we want those potholes filled. But take your time and take your time. This is a once in a lifetime thing for a lot of us. So at that point, let's really make it memorable. It's worth that extra day off. And she's got internet here. So if you have to plug in, you can.
That's right. And a lot of people, due to the path of the eclipse, a lot of people will probably be coming to Arkansas for the first time. So take the time and
Get
enjoy
to know
the
it.
area.
Awesome.
Explore.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys. Everyone, tiffany'sbedandbreakfast.com is the website to go to. Also, you're on social media, Facebook, Instagram. So she keeps everyone posted of all these great things. So tiffany'sbedandbreakfast.com. Thank you for spoiling us. And I think I better take a jog with Buddy tomorrow. I don't think he'll want to jog with me, but
Probably
Look
not.
like a jogger.
no,
But
right
he'll
now
walk
he's
with ya.
right now. Buddy is feeling just as chilled out as we are. He's almost pretty much in the complete upside down dog right now, isn't he? He's cozy.
He's ready for bed.